have any little brothers or sisters or any 3-year-old kids? Yeah? So imagine you're not allowed going outside or playing with other kids. Right? That was for 3 years.
You were inside.
Inside.
You
It
never
heightened.
saw.
I was not allowed outside. Not allowed to play outside or play with other
So
kids.
the only daylight you had was through a window.
Well, we had in Latin America, there's always this patio where it's lit. Actually, at one point I had a pet chicken. In Latin America, we bring a chicken and we make sure that, we feed it and, it grows very big, and it had become my friend. And this chicken, I can't remember the name, I'm sure I named it. So this chicken was my best friend. And I remember my grandmother didn't know how to tell me, but she was kind of holding me back when my grandfather came. We have to eat the chicken. It's not a pet. So it was a very traumatic experience for me. Thanks to Amnesty International and some government agencies, my mom was actually freed. I was 5 years old, and we came to Montreal. And it was a very big story. It was in the New York Times, Miami Herald, all over, international story. She was like a freedom fighter. She was like the Latin American Nelson Mandela, right? So we arrived, and all this thing, this big story, how the government and all the corruption was going on. So our government actually sent death squads to find us in Montreal. So we were chased and harassed all over Montreal, and we ended up in a women's shelter. I remember, this is, at 5 years old, you start to have memories. You start to remember. I remember going through the subway, the metro in Montreal, and I remember asking my mom, why are we running? And my mom just running. And, I always asked a lot of questions. Why are we doing this? Or why do we have to hide? Why can't I say my name? Or things like that. So we actually fled Canada, right? We had to flee Canada. So I remember I told you I was immigrated twice.
Yeah.
So we went to Nicaragua. When I went. Does anybody know Nicaragua? Yeah. Beautiful country. Beautiful country. I have great memories of it. Because this is the time I was actually free. Playing on the beach. It was a communist country, but from my memories of it, it was a very good place to live. But then another war broke out in that country, and so we were on the run once again. So we actually, by the time I was 9 years old, I'd been running from governments and moving from country to country to country. We actually came back to Canada. We thought that everything had died down, and we re-immigrated back into Canada. I still remember we were put in a motel with a lot of other landing refugees, and I remember seeing a colored television for the very first time in my life. And I don't know how, if anybody's, the experience, everybody has a different immigrant experience, but for me, I felt like abundance. I felt like anything is possible here. You're in a country that is rich. Right away we're given food, shelter, clothing, a place to live. So I remember thinking, like, these Canadian people, they're really great. I mean, they're giving us all this stuff, And I remember thinking to myself, maybe I'm rich now. Like, maybe this is what rich is. But it didn't take me long. I had to go. When I went to school, I found out they were very low on the income ladder. But yeah, that was kind of my start. So that's how I immigrated into Canada.
At what point did the El Salvador government start chasing you?
They changed regime, and it pretty much, like, when the media stopped chasing us, the government, there's no really,
So the second time you were in Canada died down?
Yeah, we were coming in as refugees from Nicaragua.
Okay.
So that was our new identity. It's like we were coming from the war of Nicaragua, not the war of El Salvador.
Okay. So now did your mother continue to?
She oh yeah, she tried to get involved, but after a while she just said, what, it's not for me anymore. We wanted to stay here. You don't want to stir up
Too life there.
Yeah.
So you get into the school system.
Yeah.
And this is the second time you're coming into Canada. Now, what kind of things did you see and experience?
That's a good question. For me, that my anger started in school because I had missed a lot of schooling between we're running away and moving dyslexia, I had a speech impediment, and ADD. So they labeled me, they put a stamp on me that said, I'm disabled, right? So they said, you probably won't amount to much in life. You should,
You said this.
yeah, this is in school. They said to me, you should take up a trade and work with, you're probably good with your hands, you know? And I remember thinking, like, how do you